Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Sypher today, and did you guys already know that they've already lied to us about this game, Modern Warfare? They've already lied to us. Well, if you guys want to find out more, find out next.
Make the ground shake.
Well, if you guys can't, they didn't fail me. They didn't lie to me because they already knew it was gonna happen. Like me and every other older male or teenager knows how Wi-Fi and connectivity networks work and servers. And Big Daddy 8 Thoughts was also correct about this one. I'm not gonna lie, he was really correct about this one. So credit to him and everything like that, because how it works and all this interview stuff and everything, that you can clearly tell if you actually read in between the lines and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? If you're an older gentleman, you definitely know what I'm talking about. If you're that 5-year-old demographic, or like the really young demographic Call of Duty who thinks they're gonna become the next Shroud or the next T-Pin or the next I don't know Jimmy Courage or whatever, I don't know anymore. Who they think they're gonna be the next big snorting G Fuel, at these E3 events and all that kind of stuff, for Call of Duty, which is never gonna happen, to about 90% of you. It's whatever, they definitely lied to them, and they definitely kind of told a white lie there, and I'm gonna expose them today. So if you guys don't know, this is how the crossplay is going to work, and I already know what's gonna happen. All those little 5-year-old young demographic are already saying, I told you there's crossplay in the game. It's crossplay is coming. I told you so. You're just a liar and a hater. Little Jimmy, hold on, hold your horses. No, it's coming to the game. You're just lying and hating on the game before it even come out, and you haven't even played the game. And you listen to all these people who play the game. They said it's coming and it's going to be great. Hold on there, little Jimmy. They lied to you as well. They will never lie to us. We are the biggest fans. And honestly, I think they love us more than anything else in the world. Than their girlfriends, than their family. They gotta love us more. Okay, first of all, little Jimmy, that is a lie. I don't know a single YouTuber who takes, their fan base or their community, to a whole other level to where they love you guys more than their family. I don't know a single one. Okay, so let's just say that. Well, anyway, before little Jimmy goes on a rant here in the background of this video, so crossplay is coming to the game, and it is coming to the game, but it's not how in the way everybody thinks. They think that crossplay is where if you're a PlayStation player, be able to match up with Xbox players, and you have that little PlayStation Xbox logo in the servers, and it's going to be 100% crossplay. In all reality, that is nearly impossible to happen, and it's server and network connectivity and also the company's issues. They have a lot to protect and stuff like that, so it's almost semi-impossible for that reason alone. But yes, it is coming to the game, but it's going to work a little bit differently than everybody else thinks it's going to work. So it did work at the E3 event. You got to see, crossplay working there. It worked fine. Of course, that was on a LAN server. I don't know how it's going to work with actual Wi-Fi connectivity, but, I digress. So anyway, this is how it's going to work. So if you are a PlayStation player or an Xbox player, it doesn't really matter, and you have a friend who plays the opposite console to you, so if you play PlayStation and he plays Xbox, you'll be able to join the game, start up the game, and there'll be a little section for you guys where you can go in there and invite your friend who plays Xbox or PlayStation, it doesn't matter, and you'll be in a lobby together. But after that, you'll be thrown into the crossplay dedicated servers, aka only other cross players will be able to be in those servers. So if you and a couple of your buddies are in the crossplay servers, you will only be able to play against other people who are cross playing at the same time as you and your friend or friends, it doesn't matter. Only. You will not have just random solo PlayStation players or Xbox players randomly thrown into your servers. That is not going to happen. You'll be only playing other people who are cross-playing at the same time as you. And now, I know you're probably thinking, it's in the game. is in the game. Yes, I mean, it's better than nothing than what we've had. You know, it's something. You know, it's something that we've never had in Call of Duty or in any other, you know, really, you know, top of the line AAA game, you know, charging full $60 or $80, you know, wherever, how much ever it costs for you and your country. So it's nice to have, but I mean, honestly, it's not how crossplay is gonna work. You know, all these people are thinking, well, what about the PC players? Well, if you're a PC player and you know, put a, you know, hook up a Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 4 controller to your computer, you'll be thrown into the crossplay for that as well. Same thing happens if you throw a keyboard connected to your PlayStation or Xbox, you'll be thrown into the crossplay servers for that as well. So it's going to be dedicated servers for every different type of crossplayer, which is reasonable. You know, that kind of makes sense. But you know, you're not going to see, you know, you're not going to join a, you know, random lobby. You know, for example, for me, I have a PlayStation 4, so you know, I'm not going to load up my game, you know, turn on my PlayStation, load up my game, and you know, join a server or a lobby and see a little Xbox symbol next to their name, you know. And I'm kind of happy because, you know, then we're going to be having these arguments all the time in lobbies. You know, you play the gay station, you know, Pony Sony, or Xbox sucks, Xbox goes suck, a fat one, or you know whatever. You know how kids are nowadays. You know, kids can't have a genuine conversation anymore. You know, they have to argue about every little thing. You know, they don't look up their facts at all. You know, but you know, it's just kind of funny to see how they've already lied it to us. I mean, to me and to 8 Thoughts and to the older people who are actually reading the interviews and looking in between the lines, already knew it was not gonna happen the way people, you know, were hyping it up to be, or the way people think crossplay works. You know, because you know, because this was pretty much their, you know, their answers, that PlayStation plays PlayStation, Xbox plays Xbox, everybody plays together. That really doesn't answer the question if crossplay is going to be fully into the game. That just kind of, that's like a around the answer question, because you know, sure, crossplay is in the game, you know, everybody plays everybody, but only in dedicated servers. And PlayStation will always play PlayStation, Xbox will always play Xbox. You see what I said there? They answered it in a roundabout way, to where until their information is released about it, you can think that it's going to be true crossplay. But it's been confirmed that that's not going to happen, and it's just because, you know, PlayStation and Xbox, and they both have their own dedicated servers for their consoles. You know, and it's hard to hook them up together. And of course, Activision buys, you know, servers for PlayStation and Xbox as well. You know, they buy them for us. You know, really. So, you know, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because it's going to be really hard for connectivity issues between consoles and between servers, definitely. You know, that's why they're having their own dedicated servers for it. It's because it only takes dedicated servers to run it at a high performance, high action. You know, connectivity issues won't be a major thing, you know. But, you know, that's how people think it's going to work, but it's not going to work anytime soon. That's because, you know, PlayStation, you know, they set their servers, you know, for them so that, you know, their PlayStation players are playing online, you know, they have, you know, maximum security so people can't hack and get their information. And same thing with Xbox, you know, but when you put them together, it kind of leaves a lot of loopholes in their servers where hackers and other people can get through and get information from people, or, you know, they can hack in, and, you know, hacking would be easier, you know, because, you know, they can just, you know, kind of trick the servers, you know, and all that kinds of stuff. And there's a lot of different stuff that you can do, you know, with this. And I really think that, you know, the community needs to understand that whenever crossplay is a thought. And that's just, you know, I really don't think crossplay will ever come to consoles the true way people want it to. And that's just because these companies, you know, they have their own, you know, things in mind, you know. And honestly, I don't mind if crossplay is not in the game. I could care less. I'm fine playing my PlayStation 4, playing my PS3, and not having to play with Xbox players. I'm completely fine with that. I don't care. I really don't. Crossplay to me is not an ideal thing. I don't give two craps. I really don't. If that is a thing to you, well, then that's your problem, you know? Get an Xbox, or have both freaking consoles for all I care. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 4 friends, like 4 or 5 friends in real life that have both consoles, so they can play with both friends. You know, I don't, because I will never own an Xbox, because I do not like Xbox. You know, I just don't like it. You know, because I've You know, because I don't like how their systems perform. You know, if you actually really dig into the systems, their systems don't run as comparable to as PlayStation systems. You know, the only time when they're actually pretty comparable was Xbox 360 and PS3. That was the only time in Xbox history when they were actually a comparable option, where you could go either or and have just about or around the same performance as another one. You know, and real statistics and real value, and also, you know, the cost has always been a difference. You know, PlayStation is usually always $100 cheaper, so that's $100 more in my pocket. Not going to Xbox, just saying. So, you know, it's whatever, you know. But like I said, you know, they already lied to us. They lied to the about, I would say, 90% of the community. You know, and the Call of Duty players are already, you know, the Call of Duty, you know, cocksucking esports players already they're you know, already doing damage control about this already. You know, I mean, you know, T Martin and all those guys are already doing damage control about this, which is pretty funny because they're already doing damage control before it was even announced how crossplay was gonna work, which is hilarious that they're still doing damage control and that's how much it's doing to the game. It's a little funny. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you were fooled by this, you know, leave a like on this video. You know, donate to me $100, and you know, bend over and take the cock. That's pretty much what you did. But if you weren't fooled, leave a subscribe, hit that bell notification icon to stay up to date with today's videos, and also leave in the comment section down below what gave it away for you, that you knew that crossplay was not gonna be the way you thought it was. And also, go watch Big Daddy 8 Thoughts video on it. He kind of goes, he takes it a little bit further, you know, describing and all that kinds of stuff, you know, how it's going to work and all that stuff. I'm just kind of giving you the kind of solid facts of how crossplay is going to work, and that's it. Well, anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.